Good morning and welcome to another episode of Morning Transformations with your girl, Dr. Shana. Yes. I am hopeful that you are off to an amazing start this morning. Maybe you're still getting dressed, or maybe you're in the car on your way, or maybe you're already at work sitting at your desk. Whatever you're doing right now, thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. I'm really grateful for you allowing me along your journey today. So, let's just jump in to our talk this morning. Living without regrets. Living without regrets. I think this is a really important thing for us to think about, you guys. What does it mean to live with no regrets? You know, sometimes you do things in life or you make choices and you're like, oh man, I wish I hadn't done that. And we regret the decision that we made. And we wish we hadn't made that choice, and you wish you could have gone back, and you wish it somehow could have been different. But you know what? Wishing don't get you very much, does it? So it doesn't change anything. And you find yourself perhaps somewhere you're like, how in the world did I end up here? I hear it all the time in my office. How did I get here? I didn't want to be here. And just regretting one choice after another choice after another choice. And perhaps in your lifetime, it's been repeated number of choices that you've made that haven't ended you to place where you had hoped you would be. But I want to talk about today what it would look like to live with no regrets. No regrets. You know, I think sometimes we get so comfy. And again, that comfortable space, which we've talked about before, is just that spot that I have sat in for so long that I don't think I can move from it. Because it's safe. It's safe, y'all. I get it. It is safe. It's super safe. In fact, it's so safe. You can get there in the night, middle of the night. Could be dark, blindfolded, can't see everything. You can get there with no problem because it's super duper safe. There's nothing in this world that can keep you from not knowing where that spot is because you've always been there. So what happens is you repeat whatever that same behavior is, whatever that same choice is over and over again. And there is no actual forward movement or progression. It's just you at a standstill. So the thing I want you to think about is, what is it that you've regretted in your life? What are those things that perhaps you just sat inside of because that's what it was, and you're along before the ride like, oh my gosh, how did I get here? Somebody let me off. I regret saying yes to you. I regret deciding to go. I regret when I, allowed you in my space. I regret choosing that job. I regret saying, get out of my life. I don't know what it is you regret, but I want you to reflect on it for just a moment. The thing that we regret is the thing that we wish we could somehow change. But the reality is we don't get any do-overs. Y'all, that's the thing about this life we live in. It is a once and done. You don't get a do-over. You don't get a rewind a tape. There is no playback. There is no cut. None of those things exist. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal. And because it's the real deal, you want to live it all the way to the wall. You don't want to wake up if you knew today was your last day wishing, oh, I wish I had done this. I wish I had said that. I wish I could have went there. And you did none of those things when you could have chosen to do so. And don't get me wrong. There are some things in life that we just don't get to choose because even if we wanted to, we can't. I'm talking about the choices you get to make where you had control on what the outcome actually was. If you had the choice to choose this career over that one, you had that choice. Or did you just decide to sit in the place, the one you were in, because you had just been there and you were too afraid to make a move somewhere else, but 10 years, 15, 20 years later, you're regretting the fact that you didn't make that choice 2 decades before. Again, there are no do-overs, y'all. This is it. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real thing. Curtains up. Audience is hot. Mic is hot. Live audience. There is no cut. Let's replay. None of that exists. Let's not live a life of regret. What does a life with no regrets look like? It means that you make the choices of the things that you decide you need to have in your life. So if I choose to take this job, let's say, if I choose to go back to school to get to the place that I want to go, if I choose to say yes to this relationship, if I choose to say no way to this relationship, and that could be friendship, y'all, platonic, romantic, familiar, or even professional. I can say yes or no to any of those relationships based on what I feel is best for me. You have the same kind of power. But you want to make the choice that you feel is best for you. You don't want to feel guilted into something. See, that's when we get regretful and resentful. Because I did it because you wanted me to. Yeah, that doesn't work. At the end of the day, you be mad at me if you want to, but you chose to do what you chose to do. If you allow someone else to influence you to the point that you make a decision that you're not happy with, don't point the finger at them. You just say to yourself, oh, wow, I made a choice. I don't like the outcome. Again, you're not living in a space of pointing fingers or blame. You're owning those things and you're able to do something about them as a result. So not living with regret means you make the choices you want to make. You assert yourself. You say the things you want to say. You do the things you want to do. You don't just become a yes, ma'am, yes, sir, doing what everybody else wants you to do. There is no way to live your best life like that. That, in fact, really is a real depleting kind of space to be in if you're just always saying yes and doing what everyone else would have you to do. You don't want to find yourself in that place because it is a lonely, lonely, lonely road. So, to not live with regrets means you're living your life all the way to the wall. It's a full life. Why is it full? It's because I'm saying yes to the things I want to say yes to and no to what I want to say no to. This ties back to no, 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 no. You get to decide those things. No regrets. You see, we cannot blame others because we made the choices. You got to decide for yourself. I don't want to have regrets. I'm encouraging you right now today. What choice do you need to make today so that you do not live a life of regret? What decision do you need to make about yourself, your career, a relationship, perhaps a purchase, your finances, your spiritual life? I don't know what it is, but what decision do you need to make today so that you don't find yourself living in regret? Regret is a pool that you don't want to be in because it ain't nothing and nobody in there that you're going to want to have company with. I promise you. So make the choices today. And repeat that affirmation. Today, I decide to live with no regret. Today, I decide to make the choices and decisions that are necessary for me that I can live my best life. Today, I decide to live regret-free. Whatever choice I make, I won't feel sorry for any of them. If you ask me, how do you like this dress? I'll be kind, but I'll tell you my truth. Oh, yeah, I don't know if that's the best one for you, sis. No regrets. Tell the truth. That's how you live a life of no regret. Honesty is an amazing, powerful tool that helps you continue forward in a positive way to live a life without regret. So, today I decide to live a life with no regret. Remember that. And I, family, am your number one fan. I am so rooting for you to have a regret-free kind of day. So, remember your next transformation is only one decision away. Make it a great one with no regrets. I'll see you next time.